I'm excited to share this week's More or Less quilt with you. This is the first More or Less quilt where I started with 3 colors of fabric, black, white, and green, and stitched with olive trees thread. I changed the design a little bit when I went to In the Pinks. And then here's last week's quilt. It's called Majestic Sunrise, named after the thread. This is a spool of Majestic Sunrise thread from the FabuLux line by WonderFil. It's coming out soon. So I used black fabric, white fabric, and red fabric. I quilted ribbon candy in the red, and I love to see how the red and the orange really show up on there. It's subtle, but you can see it. Then I took a long arm quilting ruler and quilted a straight line 1/4 inch into the black and 1/4 inch into the white. This really outlines and frames the ribbon candy. I like the unquilted area around it, so it really sets it off. After that, I took another long arm quilting template. I work with a Handy Quilter Sweet 16, so it's super easy to use long arm quilting templates with that. I quilted this spine. I did some free motion quilting for the spiral feathers. I used my 1/4 inch foot to outline and echo the feathers, and then some pebbles in the background. I grabbed my ruler again to do diamonds. I stitched some stars in the middle of each diamond and then ribbon candy. So I'm happy with this quilt, but my rules to myself were I have to make 1 change on the quilt. And since I'm happy with the diamonds, I decided it was time to mess them up. This is called my First Love. It's named after the First Love thread, also from FabuLux from WonderFil. And as you can see, it grew substantially. I had to do that because I needed the diamonds to be taller, and I still wanted the quilt to be wider than it was tall. So this quilt is about as big as I want to make it. I added a new tool this time. I used the same ones. I did my ribbon candy, where you can really see the subtle colors of the purple, orange, purple, pink, and teal. I did the 1/4 inch lines in the black and white. I used the long arm quilting template. I used the spirals. I used the echo, a 1/4 inch foot for echoing. I used my open toe foot for the pebbles, my straight lines for the diamonds, the stars, and then the ribbon candy. But the new tool I added this time was a die. I didn't know how to decide how many diamonds to put in each design. So I rolled a die. And when I started on the left, I did 5, and then I rolled the die and it was 6, and then I rolled the die and it was 5, and then 4, and then 1. So you can see that the diamonds are changing here. And I didn't decide which ones went where. It's really subtle on this quilt because of the purple and teal and pink thread on the black fabric, but I can't wait to do this in a higher contrast thread so it really stands out. I want to play with how I stitch the unquilted areas a little more, but I'm really happy with how this turned out. My next quilt is going to be Tropical Fruit Salad, and I have some really fun changes in mind. So stay tuned.